Christopher Viverito. Fiction sample from Confess, a novel. I squirm in my chair as soon as he tells me his hourly rate. There's no way I can afford this with my income. Do you work on a sliding scale basis? I ask him. The wrinkles around his mouth become more prominent as he attempts to keep from frowning. He folds his arms over the mahogany desk and claps his hands together, pressing the pads of his thumbs against one another. Auburn, what you're asking me to do is going to cost money. No shit. He leans back in his chair, pulling his hands to his chest and resting them on his stomach. Lawyers are like weddings. You get what you pay for. I fail to tell him what a horrible analogy that is. Instead, I glance down at the business card in my hand. He came highly recommended, and I knew it was going to be expensive, but I had no idea it would be this expensive. I'll need a second job, maybe even a third one. Actually, I'm going to have to rob a damn bank, and there's no guarantees the judge will rule in my favor. The only promise I can make is that I'll do everything I can to ensure the judge does rule in your favor. According to the paperwork that was filed back in Portland, you've put yourself in a tough spot. This will take time. All I have is time, I mumble. I'll be back as soon as I get my first paycheck. He has me set up an appointment through his secretary and then sends me on my way, back out into the Texas heat. I've been living here all of 3 weeks, and so far it's everything I thought it would be. Hot, humid, and lonely. Christopher Viverito. Nonfiction sample. From Directorate S. The CIA and America's Secret Wars in Afghanistan and Pakistan. In the late summer of 2001, Amrullah Salah flew to Frankfurt, Germany to meet a man he knew as Phil, a CIA officer. Salah handled intelligence liaisons, among other tasks, for Ahmad Shah Mossad, the legendary Afghan guerrilla commander who was then holding out against the Taliban and al-Qaeda from a shrinking haven in the northeast of his country.